10-year Treasury, 3.51%. Okay, and I did a video on this. I think I posted it. Yeah, it's the 10-year plus 1.8 on average. You see the screen, or am I in the way?
See
it. What that means is, in a normal market with a 3.5% 10-year Treasury, we should be at like 5.3% on the mortgage rates, but we're in the sixes. So what that means is we still have like a good amount of fluff in the market, and that's in the sense of there's still fear in the market with lenders, and so lenders are charging a premium on top of what they normally would on top of the rate because of that. But that is shrinking rapidly. So what we're seeing is the latest estimates are in about 9 months, interest rates will come down, right? So you buy with any lender now, they're all doing buy downs. So if rates are at 6.5, you can get a 2-1 buy down. So that means for the first year, you get 2% off. So your 6.5 rate ends up being 4.5. And then the next year, if rates don't come down, your rate will go from 4.5 to 5.5. And on the third year, it would return to what you actually have, which is 6.5. So the idea is, as the 10-year Treasury stabilizing, but the amount that lenders are charging on top of the 10-year reduces, interest rates will fall, right? So we should be, if we're at 3.5, that would be, 4.3. So that is 5.3. We should be at 5.3, we're at 6.5. So we got another 1% to go, but things are picking up. We have seen a lot of deals start flying around. Anyone else feel like they're getting a little bit busier? Yeah, so there's two types of seasonality there's two types of market that we've been dealing with right now. One is the seasonality, right? How many of us have talked to people or thought ourselves, let's wait till after the holidays, right? I'm waiting till spring. Let's wait till after the first of the year. Well, spring is rapidly coming. The other day it felt like spring here. The holidays are over, and it's the first of the year. So now, even though the market slowed down, it's picking back up because we have the multiple cycles that are happening. So the one we're seeing is a tick up right now is the fact that people are done with the holidays and now they're starting to buy. The bigger cycle are the interest rates that have knocked down the market about 30-40% as far as the volume of deals happening, but that will increase because it increases after the first of the year every year. Right, the major buying season is February to August. So people are starting to look now, and they'll be writing offers in a few weeks, and then February to August is always going to be the high times in real estate, and then your annual seasonality comes in, right? School starts in September, buyer motivation slows down a little bit. Halloween, all of a sudden Thanksgiving's coming, we don't want to do anything during the holidays, Thanksgiving hits, Christmas hits, New Year's hits, and then you're right back to where you are the next year as far as seasonality goes. So we're looking pretty positive, we're looking flat, is what I'm seeing. Anyone else seeing the market being flat as far as values go? Does anyone think the market's going to go up this year?
Maybe in the summer a little bit.
Maybe in the summer a little bit. Who thinks the market's going to go down? If you look at predictions, on this side is Realtor.com. They think it's plus 5%. Yeah, plus 5%. On this side, I forgot the name of the company. It was like Zynga or something. They think it's negative 5%. I think Fannie was like 1.4. Freddie was like negative 1. The National Association of Realtors thought like 0.01% increases. So if you average out, and then someone else was here. It was kind of interesting. I had an infographic I showed. If you were to go to my profile, it's like a couple of videos down. But if you average this out, it's going to be somewhere in here, plus or minus a couple percent, which we negotiate a lot of times anyways. Like, hey, the floor's squeaky, the roof's is near the end of its life, and the driveway needs to be replaced. You easily get a few percent off right off the bat. Does that make sense? So that's what we're seeing in the market this year. What does that mean for our clients, buyers and sellers? You might as well make a move, right? Because we marry the investment and we are just dating the interest rate. knowing that you can always refinance, but the market's down value-wise about 15% since April. So from April of 2022 till now, your house, unfortunately, has dropped in value between 10 and 15%. And if you own land, it's between 15 and 20%. That's just reality. So that's what makes it a good time to buy now. While rates are a little bit elevated, or a lot elevated, depending on your opinion on the matter, it's a good time to buy, assuming you qualify for that rate, because you'll get a deal on the house, and then you can get a deal on your interest rate later. They're just not going to happen at the same time. Because we know if you get a great deal on your interest rate, there's multiple offers in the market, you're waiving inspections, you're waiving all of your contingencies, or the ways for you to get out of a sale, because it turns into a feeding frenzy. So 2023 should be a great year to purchase real estate in a normal fashion. What normal means is you look at a few houses, you think about it for a day or two, and then you write an offer and you negotiate maybe some closing costs or a slightly lower price or some repairs or something in the deal. Then you have your inspection. Maybe you ask for more repairs at that point, and then you get an appraisal and close. As opposed to the crazy market where you would buy it sight unseen. You would say, hey, I don't even need an inspection. If it appraises for less than it's worth, I'll make up the difference. I just want the house because there was 10 other buyers. So now you can actually find the right house for a good price, and you're not competing with the entire world. But the second rates come down, so let's say rates come down in October, right? Now you're dressed up like a pumpkin because it's Halloween, and rates are back down to, let's say, 4.5%, 5%. That would be a pretty good rate, right? Compared to what we're dealing with. Everyone's going to be like, now's the time to buy. And then what's going to happen? They're going to bid stuff up, and you're going to put yourself in a bad situation. Right? So be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy.